Good morning, Trinity. My name is Miles Howes, and I will be serving as this year's senior class president. I am also a Romero House captain and a member of the Trinity football team. I would like to welcome all students, teachers, faculty, parents, alumni, and any other guests that are here with us today. Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines a disciple as a learner, a follower, and an adherent who accepts and helps spread the teachings of a leader, a teacher, or a philosopher. To be a disciple is to choose to pursue a greater good over a momentary satisfaction. As we are told in James chapter 2, verse 17, in the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. It is not often easy, and it does not boast any immediate reward. But becoming a disciple, in any sense, is a path of consistent virtue, belief, and action. The way that many of us have come to know the word disciple is through that of the Bible and the disciples of Jesus. The apostles were the 12 closest disciples to Jesus, but I'm sure a lot of us couldn't even name all 12 of them. This is no discredit to them or to you. That's just how their stories have shaped themselves over time. What is special about the apostles is not the upfront impact they had in the role of Jesus or saving humanity from sin, but rather the time and service that each apostle provided to Jesus that went unseen. A prime example of the undeniable service of the apostles is that of the apostle Andrew. Andrew was an apostle not at the center stage of any gospel or book of the Bible, but a true servant to Jesus operating behind the scenes. In fact, Andrew is only mentioned 12 times in the entire Bible, 4 of those being in the formal lists of the apostles. In these short 12 instances, Andrew led his brother Peter, who later became the first pope, to Jesus for the first time, and led the boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish to Jesus before he fed thousands. In such little time, Andrew proved his trust and will to serve a cause greater than himself, even when it didn't make him the star, proving himself a true, trustworthy disciple to the word of the Lord. Many of you have experienced something similar in your own lives. Think for a moment about a person who has served you throughout your life. Maybe it's a father who throws you routes in the front yard on a Saturday afternoon, an aunt who picks you up from school because your parents just can't make it, or even a neighbor who always asks you how you're doing and really listens to the answer. For me, it has been my mother. When I was a kid, my mother would always take the time to write a note for me and each of my 3 siblings to put in our lunchboxes for school that day. It may not seem like a lot, and in the moment, I may not have thought much of it, but those notes were always the highlight of my day. I was even a little embarrassed to pull them out in front of my friends. But what I didn't realize was the meaning behind those sweet little notes that she always wrote for us. And even if it meant getting called sweetie pie by my friends for the rest of school that day, those notes were my mother's way of showing us her love every day for almost 8 years and finding a way to keep us close to her even when we were apart. When you think about a family, a figure like this is the humble hold behind it all. They may not always be the ones accomplishing the big things or impressing everyone with their talents, but their service supports the family in many ways that aren't always appreciated. They serve us unconditionally, not because they have to, and not because of the personal gain they receive from it, but because they choose to out of love. Their service is how they show their love and how they share their gifts, even when it doesn't put them under the spotlight. My goal for Trinity this year is for each and every one of us to use our own unique gifts and talents to be disciples to others in all aspects of our lives. There are 3 core ways that I challenge you to accomplish this goal this year. To start, it is to be disciples to your Trinity brothers. One of the biggest reasons that high school is such a memorable experience in life is because of the relationships you form along the way. The reason I live in Louisville? Well, My mom and all of her siblings grew up here and attended Catholic high schools. And what do you know? She and all of her high school friends moved back here to raise their kids in these same very tight-knit communities. These people that you see in your classes and in the halls every day aren't just another cycle of classmates in your lives. Many of the guys sitting beside you right now will become lifelong friends of yours. Whether that be coaching your son's Little League teams together, having each other's families over for cookouts to kick off the fall football season, or just being there to listen to them when they have lost a job or advancement opportunity. So don't take who you have next to you for granted. Be disciples to your Trinity brothers and do everything in your power to honor and serve them in the big and small ways this year. Every day you encounter classmates, teammates, members of a club you're in, and kids at your lunch table. And whether or not you notice it, your actions have an influence on everyone around you. It may just be saying what's up when you pass each other in the hall, lifting up a teammate when you know they're having a rough practice, or carrying a classmate's books when they're injured or you know that they might drop something. To quote the great poet Maya Angelou, people will forget what you said, and people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So be there for your Trinity brothers this year, young and old, acquaintances, or best friends. The people around you need help in ways that they might not even know until you have helped them. So strengthen the brotherhood this year and strive to uplift those around you as a true Trinity brother should. Next, think about the greater communities that you are a part of. This means your family, your church, your sports teams, your neighborhoods, and the ones who are with you throughout your life's journey, as these are the people who are true to you when no one's watching. These people have invested in and influenced your lives in so many ways, so it is crucial to remember to honor and serve them. Giving back is a vital part of keeping a community strong, and it all starts with you. This may be coaching younger kids in the sport you love, serving at your church on the weekends, stopping to talk to a neighbor on your way home from school, or helping a younger sibling with their homework. I encourage you to give your time to the communities that have invested in you so selflessly. And upon graduation, you will have these people that you love still supporting you with every step. And finally, be disciples to Trinity. Trinity High School will become home to some of your greatest memories, lessons, friends, and opportunities. So let's make it a priority to serve the school as it has served us. Your parents likely sent you here because Trinity is different and full of opportunity. The education, the extracurriculars, and the preparation that Trinity provides each of you is outstanding. The same is true of each of you. You all have different gifts, purposes, and passions, and Trinity is providing you with a prime opportunity to use these attributes to grow and succeed. Serve Trinity by holding yourself accountable. Give your best effort in the classroom because only you know how hard you're pushing yourself. Respect your teachers because they're trying their hardest to share their knowledge with you. And finally, get involved in every way you can because even our motto states, with the maximum effort of the soul. Take this statement to heart. It has been our motto for over 70 years now. It is vital that we actually put it into practice in Trinity life. Serve Trinity with our gifts and help to make this school better while this school betters us. This leads us to what many of you have been waiting for, our 2026-2027 school theme. I'd now like to invite my fellow senior class officers up to the stage to assist me in revealing the school theme. As we have talked about, service is crucial to making the world around us a better place. Me, you, and everyone around us need it more than we are willing to acknowledge. So I challenge all of you to put that into action this year. The theme that we have selected for this school year is Strive to Serve. As the great Mahatma Gandhi put it, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Serving others doesn't just make the world around us better. It makes us better too. So freshmen, this is your chance to establish yourself as a Trinity brother. I know what it's like. I've been there too. You may be brand new, and you may be a bit nervous. But as a freshman, this is your opportunity to branch out, find yourself, and set the stage for what you will accomplish in your next 4 years here. Build yourself a good reputation with your teachers and classmates. Ask that new classmate to go to the football game with you. And try new things, because venturing out can only better you and the people around you. So establish who you want to be this year, and don't be afraid to create your own path for success. Sophomores, it's kind of a weird year for you guys. Not in any bad way, but you all are probably at the point where you feel like you've got the hang of things, but you're not quite an upperclassman yet. So where does that lead you? Well, for you guys, I challenge you to do what is out of the ordinary. A lot of times, we as students will try to just get through our first 2 years here and then step out of our comfort zones once we become an upperclassman. But for you all, the goal should be just the opposite. You are not at Trinity to be ordinary. You are here because this is the top school in the state of Kentucky. So serve Trinity by stepping out of your comfort zone. Go on that service trip. Join that club. Make it a priority to pack the student sections. And don't be afraid to stand up for anyone or anything this year. Whether that's sitting with a student forced to sit alone at lunch, helping a classmate pick up his books who's being overlooked by every other student passing by, or stopping to help that freshman who still can't get his locker open quite yet. This year will be purely what you make of it. So be out of the ordinary and let your influence be impactful. Juniors, I challenge you to step up as leaders of this school. You are heading into what is likely your toughest year academically, and you also have some big shoes to fill as an upperclassman. How will you step up to the challenges and opportunities that will come your way? I encourage you to take the opportunity this year to share your gifts by being leaders to the underclassmen, signing up to tutor a student that may need it, helping out your parents more now that most of you can drive, and giving this school, your brothers, and those who have helped you get here the very best of you. Because how you choose to direct your gifts and your time this year is crucial. And finally, to my senior brothers, the class of 2027, it's our time. Our final bid, our last dance, the pinnacle of our Trinity careers within these walls. Whatever you want to call it, the facts don't change. All of us have 267 days left until graduation, and it's going to fly by. So I challenge all of you to ask yourself, what do I want to do with my remaining time here? Sure, you've already done a lot at this school, and senior year is supposed to be the year that requires the least out of you. But I don't believe that narrative is made for Trinity High School students. Make the experience unforgettable for your Trinity brothers. Step up as leaders of this school and serve Trinity by investing your time, effort, energy, and gifts throughout this year. These people, places, and events that you have experienced both in and out of the classroom in the last 3 years have grown you more than you know. And as the great Albert Einstein stated it, only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. So seniors, live out this final year to your fullest and make it worthwhile. As we have discussed, there are millions of opportunities for each of us to serve in our daily lives. We see it in our Trinity community every day. From Coach Norman, greeting every student with a smile and shining his light onto whoever he sees. We see it in Jimmy Sheppers, always rocking his shamrock pants and willing to help any student before himself. We see it in Coach Logan, who creates that bond with students that makes him feel like he's a buddy of our own. And we even see it with Miss Naveen, who serves us wraps in the deli line every day and is always so kind and generous to each student that she serves. These are just a few examples of how well we see people serving others on campus already. And now, it is our time. We must all take on this same challenge, shine our lights, and each use our own gifts, not for ourselves, but for those around us this year. Thank you, go Rocks, and let's strive to serve.